CJ Gonzalez. Now, once again, let me hear you for your Orlando SeaWolves. And tonight, a big welcome to Osvaldo Son, who's out in the field. Welcome to Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to receive in the field our color guard from the Civil Air Patrol.
So, you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So, pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. In the park on a bench, on the beach on a towel, or on your couch with your kid, your campus is wherever you want it to be. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. You schedule classes around your schedule, and all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. At Independence U, you'll learn from professional instructors with real work experience. You'll get personal support in school and employment assistance when you graduate. Get your degree, but keep your life. That's independence. That's Independence University. So if you're really smart, you'd call now.
Call 1-800-343-7292.
Independence U, for an independent you.
Call 1-800-343-7292.
The land of the free and the home of the brave.
One more time, Veronica Ortega. Please remain standing as the color guard exits the field. Thank you.
Jeff Radcliffe, Austin David here. Let's set up the matchup. Florida Tropics bringing in their leading scorer, Ricardo Dieguez, guy with 17 goals coming in.
Yeah, he's been really good for the Tropics as of late. He scored a brace against the SeaWolves the last time these two teams played. And the SeaWolves, I mean, talk about the Tropics here. They got out to a really fast start. Dieguez was a big part of that fast start. They're going to look to shut down him on the offensive end, and defensively, they just need to hold on.
They come in at 5-13 against the SeaWolves 7-9. And the hottest scorer is the defender, the Schmermanator. Richard Schmerman had a hat trick and an assist and a big win at Kansas City last week.
Yeah, just call him Hat Trick Rick. That's what they used to call him back as a kid. They called him Rick as a kid, so Hat Trick Rick fits, at least for the time being. But he did have a hat trick against the Kansas City Comets, the team they will play tomorrow. In his 99th overall professional game, he hit a career milestone on Sunday, hitting his 100th career professional game. And Gordy Gerson hit his 100th on Friday night as well. So big milestones for those guys. But for Schmerman, his first ever team of the week, his first ever hat trick in MASL. Really big weekend for him. He looks to continue his hot form.
Starting sixes here for you. First for the Tropics. We mentioned Dieguez. He'll be the target. Second forward, Antonio Manford, has had a couple of goals this season against the Orlando SeaWolves with two different teams. Had one against Orlando with St. Louis. Victor Pereras is the midfielder. Fibo Arriaga, former SeaWolf, will be here as a defender, and Hugo Silva, along with Anthony Errico, will complete that starting six. On the other side, for the SeaWolves, it will be Heiner House manning things in goal to start, wearing the yellow. Gordy Gerson leads the team in just about every offensive category. 24 goals, 15 assists, even better on the points. Mario Alvarez, Edwin Rojas in there. Osvaldo Rojas and Joshi Sandoval complete the starting lineup, and we're underway here in Kissimmee as the Tropics attacking left to right in the orange to start, and that will go off the glass. And as the players sub in and out, we'll introduce you to those players for each side as they come on and off. Big game for both of these teams. Tom Traxler said these are must-wins, the head coach of the Orlando SeaWolves. And that one, Schmerman, make that Alvarez, excuse me, the other blondie, put that over the bar.
He's tried to differentiate himself by dyeing his hair more white than blonde.
Okay.
It's still not easy to differentiate from up here, though.
Schmerman is now in the back with Dudu Cruz.
Quick changes here.
Silva versus House, the two keepers. Lewis Neal on in relief for the SeaWolves. Manfoot will battle right at the halfway. And Schmerman able to get it away. Cruz gonna force it down low to Neto. And intercepted. Schmerman crosses the yellow line. Neto at the ball, left foot. Schmerman leaves it back. And Mendoza couldn't catch it. But a good attack here as the SeaWolves looking to jump on him quickly here as his first of a back-to-back.
Yeah, you might have said that Schmerman should have shot that considering his hot form, but don't blame him for that.
Gerson will shoot. Save made by Silva. The Tropics dressing all 15 tonight. Our head coach Clay Roberts now in his third season. Silva will release it long, headed into traffic. And it's Enzo Marangoni. Not enough on it. House gets it out of trouble. Sandoval will settle things here just a few minutes in.
A bit of miscommunication there. No, Schmerman wasn't ready for that one.
Rafa Alves, normally a defender, coming in on the attack to help the offense as a target.
A lot of flowing parts for this Tropics team.
Schmerman head up, able to clear as far as the other side of that halfway line.
You see Derek Huffman's in there now for the SeaWolves.
He gets a good foul in to Robbie Aristodemo, making his second appearance of the season.
His only other appearance coming against the SeaWolves back in Lakeland, too.
He'll come off quickly. I'm not going to say his age. He'd hate me for that.
Oh, yeah, he would.
But he's got 3 championships with the Baltimore Blast. And
current coach of the Montverde girls team.
That's right. They won a state championship a couple of weeks ago. Boy, good attack. And it was Sandoval to break it up as Ruiz was confident on the ball. Cycling it around in the Tropics.
Again, just sacrificing his body as Yoshi getting down to block that one. Last thing they want to do is give up an early goal like they did last time, get into an early hole. We talked to Tom Traxler during training this week about getting off to a good start. Comparatively, you know, they always seem to play better when you get off to a good start. You're able to control the game from the early goings. And every time the SeaWolves give up their first goal, it's a little bit harder, but still doable. They've shown the comeback spirit before. But especially at home, you want to take the advantage early.
Really good energy, as you would expect in a rivalry match. Boy, some time on the ball here. And Schmerman stepped out. Heiner to the rescue, and we do have an injury, and that's Heiner House. Right outside of his area.
Big collision.
He got nicked.
But leading up to that play, almost disastrous from the SeaWolves. They were changing, and no one was back. It was just Yoshi and Schmerman.
Who stood his ground.
You see Schmerman just shaking his head there.
Luckily, nothing came of it for the Tropics as far as the SeaWolves are concerned. Alvarez back on as everybody gets their change. Rojas hounded by Manfoot.
And foot very quick, very crafty.
Rojas playing with Mendoza. Cruz settles things down. Alvarez into the mixer. Chasing it into the corner is Osvaldo Rojas. Comes away, gets a shot away. Deflected wide.
See Ozzy rocking the new haircut today. Looking for a little bit of a change of pace.
Streamlined, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a bit of a struggle for him offensively the last few games. He's only scored 1 in the last 4 or 5, if I'm not mistaken. So looking for a different change of pace, just trying to get the energy back because he was on a hot form before that slow slump.
Does have 16 goals overall here this season. Ozzy into the corner. Now it's by 2. Getting it out.
Got to center it off.
Settled by Edwin Rojas. Right at the point. And getting out of trouble. The nice turn inside from Alvarez. Good possession here. Try to keep them on.
So he's got to do better of occupying the open space. Kind of spread out a little bit too much on that possession.
Neal will come on. Here's Gerson. Oh.
It's a good idea. You see Neto just holding his thumb up like, yeah.
Neto zigged when he should have zagged. Headed back into play by Marangoni. And we'll settle it down to Silva. Hugo, one of the many Brazilians on the field here tonight for both teams. Arriaga. He's got a new do going, new coif, rocking the orange hair.
I think it's more of just a bright pink mixed in with a little bit of orange. He does have some very interesting hairstyles. I will say that about Fibo. I think last year with Cedar Rapids, he went with a blue.
Makes sense.
Yeah. A lot of these guys like to change up their hairstyles. I can't say for sure how healthy that is for your hair, though. Especially with some of the hair, like the colors and the dyes and everything.
Yeah.
You might be in for early baldness if you're going with that route.
Matt Clare coming off an injury. He's back in. Well, the race is on. And they collected a good start here, save for the one defensive lapse. We're still 0-0. Just over 9 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Cruz will collect in front of the 4th official. And coming out of there is Melvin Boateng.
Almost disastrous. Saw Dudu just lose possession and not in the place you want to do it. Luckily, Rojas was there to bail him out a little bit. And the ball back. But you see the positioning of Florida right now. They're just trying to stop anything going into the midfield. As soon as it crosses the line, they're right on top of whoever has the ball. Just trying to pressure them into mistakes, which worked the last time out.
One off the wall. Huffman, there is a target. Squared away. Sandoval will collect, rolls it back to Neal. Just got his U.S. Soccer A license this week, by the way. So congratulations, Lewis, as the coaching career continuing to evolve.
Next stage of his career.
Sandoval. Mendoza was there. And Yoshi able to survive that.
It's a little duck and duck
Sure,
up and
why
under.
not? The howitzer unleashed the left-footed laser.
Wasn't much of a howitzer. That was more of a.
I didn't quite connect on that one.
Yeah.
I'm calling the howitzer his leg, though. Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's for sure.
Good bit of possession. I don't know, wear these boys out. That's the idea for Tom Traxler tonight. Schmerman again sticks to the gloves of Silva.
Gotta get it a bit higher on Hugo Silva like that. That futsal background loves to get down low. Here's a chance now.
Now Rojas. Now Cruz will one-time it to that far corner. Tracked down by Rojas.
See Kevin Naranjo here.
Naranjo entering the match for the first time.
Got his first ever assist the other day in Kansas City.
Rojas sends it along the boards and out of play. And it will be off of Orlando.
It's a good look right off the boards there.
Take a quick timeout. Florida and Orlando 0-0 in the first quarter on MESL TV. MASL now has a podcast. You can join host Craig Elston as he talks to players, officials, and coaches from across the league and takes you behind the scenes of the MASL. Check out MASLsoccer.com to listen to past episodes and subscribe to the official MASL podcast. 7:02 here in this first quarter. The rivalry renewed, 5th of 6 meetings. And last time Orlando played this team here at home, they fell short. And the Tropics able to get the victory. 7-5 win.
It was similar to that game where they had what was basically their first ever game.
Milwaukee, so it was back-to-back losses and looking to right the ship here at home. And it's on the road. Baltimore and Harrisburg go up out of the division, and then right back here against Kansas City and then at Milwaukee.
At least you have a day in between on that 29th and 31st game.
Milwaukee has already clinched the top spot in the South Central.
Yeah, no rush.
There's a beat for Johnny Mendoza. Yeah! Goal! 1-0. Orlando SeaWolves. Johnny Mendoza has his 7th goal of the season.
What an excellent finish from Johnny as well. Right across the face of goal. Silva couldn't reach it. Right off the inside of the post and in. Excellent break from the SeaWolves as well, and they take the early lead. Let's see if they can hold on to it. Take another look here. Perfectly placed. Right from the top of the box.
Off the post and in. And the man from Altamont Springs gets Orlando started here in this first quarter. And 1-0 to the good. Let's see, as you always know, the goals will change the game. How will Florida respond? So often, especially in this league, you score a goal and you give one up at the other end so often.
The action is very quick back and forth.
Huffman took a forearm shiver.
And they're going to call Huffman for it.
Well, he does have a reputation that precedes him. In fact, he's coming off of a 2-game suspension for an altercation he had with Brathwaite.
Yeah, Andre
last time they played, he was serving his 2nd game of the suspension as of tonight.
It's a key missing offensive piece for the Tropics as well.
Yeah, Brathwaite with 11 goals and 2 assists. That's not available tonight. But they do have Diegas. Gerson will look to win. Aristodemo settles. Just got a piece of it. Now Diegas on the ball, and good work coming back to defend. A turn from Ozzy Rojas.
Need a little bit of help there, just trying to force it through about 3-4 defenders.
Aristodemo doing his due diligence defensively. He has played over 200 games indoor soccer.
It really is amazes me just that he can come right into it, you know, not having too much practice and be right on top of things. I mean, he looks good. Like he looks like he can still play at a very high level and consistently too.
The only player that has been a Canadian national teamer with the full national team, the outdoor team, and also with the national futsal team of Canada. Native of the Toronto suburbs. And played his collegiate ball here in the United States at the University of Tulsa. Watch out, referee. Alex DeRostang is our head referee tonight. The senior ref, Shane Butler. One nothing Orlando. Neal back to Heiner. Bit of a buddy pass. Ruiz, the orange of the Tropics, laying it back. Matt Clare on. Back to Silva. Manfoot with 11 goals and 6 assists. A guy that can really make things happen. Here's Boateng into the corner. And pushed back there by Neto. Manfoot on the ball to his right and tries to skirt it off the upper corner. No reload here. Good win on the near side from Anthony Arico.
Gotta say, Orlando's really kind of passive in terms of their press tonight. They're really letting Florida get into good spaces here.
Remember, back-to-back games.
Right.
How much energy do you want to expend?
Exactly right.
Usually you're going to go for the first win. You're going to go all out for it, and then leave yourself a little gassed for the second one. But you need to win both, so you have to manage it. Marangoni off the top of the window. Florida has had a nice response from that opening goal scored by Johnny Mendoza.
Yeah, the SeaWolves have allowed them to have some of this possession as well. They've really kind of sat back and absorbed a little bit of pressure to this point.
Lofted the house, rolled the Schmerman.
Got no
A
pressure
little bit
coming
of
here.
pressure coming from Diegas. Naranjo comes center. Looked back from Mendoza, and we'll reset things. Inviting him to come out to play, make that line of confrontation a little further along. Served ahead to Derek Huffman. Win from Naranjo, back goes. As the SeaWolves content to possess here and make the Tropics change. Aristodemo with the full head of steam, and now Neal. Or make that Naranjo. Bit of a step over. Can square it near side to Cruz. Huffman along the board, splits 2 defenders. Huffman still on the ball. Gets it wide to Gerson. Off of the referee, and Arriaga will lift it high in the air. Diegas along with Rojas. It's the dump and chase here. Cruz hitting it high, letting it fly. Now it's Rojas to Huffman. Will hold it at the point, turn around. The outside of his boot went off the wall. .90 seconds to go in this first quarter. You can see an intent here of Tom Traxler's boys just trying to control the game.
And you've gotten off to that good start that you wanted. You're holding that 1-0 lead.
Served in Rojas, trying to get a piece of it.
He's tried to direct it in with his chest. Subtle touch.
Dudu Cruz, Gerson was saved. Silva dived to his right. Anticipated the ball coming in from number 3. Alvarez spins, taken off the ball. Rico tries to clear it with the back heel, and able to do so. Pereira's now on the ball. It's a 2-on-1. Good work by Rojas to disrupt it.
Twice on Rojas. Edwin Rojas getting right there, and now the break on for Orlando.
As Alves was open on the other side, if he could just get it off. Back into the attacking third. Mota not able to get just a piece of it. 24 seconds to go here. Mota
trying to just hold it for the last chance of the half or the quarter. Plenty of time, just got to be aware.
Have to feel if this is a low-scoring game, it favors the SeaWolves.
It's a big field, you know. It's a lot of running that both teams will have to do.
5 seconds to go. Correctamundo.
I think they'll hold it out, and that's it.
That will do it for the first quarter of play. The goal from Johnny Mendoza, the difference. 1-0 here in Kissimmee. Orlando over the Tropics. We'll be right back on MASL TV.
fabric in this bulletproof vest is so strong, it can stop a speeding bullet. And this biaxial braid fabric is so strong, we decided to build a hose out of it. And here it is, the brand new Pocket Hose Brass Bullet. So incredibly strong, it can stop these trucks dead in their tracks. Just turn on the water and watch the brass bullet inflate and expand to a full-size super hose. Then when you're done, turn off the water and it shrinks back down to a lightweight pocket hose. This new brass bullet hose will never tangle or kink. Never! Get the incredible 25-foot Pocket Hose Brass Bullet today for only $19.99. And you'll also get the Turbo Shot Jet Nozzle free. Order now, and you can double your order. Just pay a separate fee. Toss the old hoses away and grab a brass bullet hose today.
Call 1-800-355-7430 to get your brass bullet hose. Call or visit brassbullethose.com. So call 1-800-355-7430. Order now.
Have you been denied credit or hit with high interest rates? A low credit score happens to many of us, especially if you've struggled with medical bills, divorce, student loans, job loss, and more. And millions of people are victims of incorrect items on their credit reports and don't even know it. This leads to a lower credit score. That's why you need Credit Repair now. We'll communicate with your creditors and the credit bureaus to address unfairly reported items, late payments, collections, charge-offs, and even bankruptcies. And that can lead to a higher credit score. Our proven process has resulted in past clients seeing on average 11 negative items removed from their credit report and a 40-point increase after the first 4 months in our program. Start working on your credit today. Call now to start repairing your credit score so that you can work towards getting the things you want, like a new car, new home, an education, or new job. Plus, call now and request your credit report and credit score for free in minutes.
Call 1-800-776-1642. That's 1-800-776-1642.
Back in Kissimmee, getting set to start quarter number 2. Jeff Radcliffe, Austin David here. 1-0 lead here for the hometown SeaWolves, who would like to thank Mitre USA for providing tonight's match balls. Mitre, founded in Huddersfield, England, is among the world's oldest sporting good brands, starting production back in 1817. Mitre is a proud partner of the Major Arena Soccer League, providing arena-specific match balls to both the MASL and MASL2. Kicking one of those balls around training, you can definitely feel the weight difference, Austin, for sure. Keep that flight down and out of the stands. Underway. We've switched sides. Orlando now in blue, tacking left to right. House. There's Rojas and Neal to assist. Manfoot trying to cause a problem. Some grappling going on down low with Rojas. Ruiz, and some pressure now being shown by the SeaWolves, and scissor kicked out of play by Mendoza. Served long. Rojas read it, headed clear. Neal trying to keep them from advancing. Rojas back to House. And the pressure comes. Mendoza comes free. Neto steps over, gets a ball across. Save made by Silva. Now Neal trying to run on the end of it.
Sitting on a platter for Lou. Just couldn't quite get there in time.
Gaming gets stretched. It's out of play as Boateng gave chase.
And you saw a little bit with that just last play there. As soon as Florida's defense is pressing so high up the field, if Orlando has 1 or 2 guys past the midfield line, they have a chance to that easy counter opportunity. You just got to know that Florida's going to run back very quickly, and you got to make your chances count.
Arriaga will hit it out of play. Good catch on the far side. Will yield possession to the Orlando SeaWolves. Again, coming in 7-9. Should they get the 2 wins here this weekend, they'd be back to 500. And really, it's a race for
too
second.
many touches. Too many touches from Dudu there. He should have just taken that one time.
The Ghanaian with a good chance at it. As Boateng was stoned. House came out and recognized the danger. Gerson with Arriaga, the two former teammates.
Gotta look up.
Gerson off the wall. Oh,
Ooh.
Neto was trying to size it up.
I think it got poked in the eye.
And down inside the area.
Immediately went and grabbed his face. I don't think it was any like meaningful or malicious contact, but it's kind of a swing of the arm maybe. I don't know if we can get a replay of that from the booth. See what just happened. It was a great run by Gordy to begin with. Tried to play it off the wall to Neto because didn't have the angle to just play it right to him on the pass. He just kind of went down very slowly.
In slow motion, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a good feeling. And luckily, the veteran is back up. 36-year-old out of Brazil.
Let's take another look at that one. If you guys in the replay booth have got it.
Here.
Possibly. So here's the stop. This is the save from House, which was a good save.
We'll restart the action here. 13-14 to go here in the half. Huffman taking up residence up top.
Oh, that's
a boy,
dangerous
that was certainly
ball.
a dangerous look.
Everybody just kind of turned off.
Huffman will collect in the corner. Waiting for help. Gerson's got it. Goes back past the yellow line. Yoshi standing on the ball confidently, moving it back to Schmerman, and we'll reset things here.
And you see Huffman kind of playing as that target forward for this game. You know, his physicality and his just size is such a big presence for MASL. It's almost, you know, it's almost a waste to put him on defense. So why not throw him up at top and let him try that?
Swing. Just couldn't get around it. Well, it's funny, we were talking with Richard Schmerman in training, maybe joking with him, maybe he should be a target with his goal scoring prowess because he's got the size as Richard, 6'2".
And you switch out one big body for another with Rojas.
And he will go a little higher up now. In the hat trick plus the assist in Kansas City. Good job by Manfoot to break up. Schmerman with that Alvarez.
Schmerman's open though. There you go.
One times it over. Rojas can't get to his right foot with any power. Chased into the corner and a whistle.
Get that free kick. Rojas just shoved off the ball.
Putting number 10 on it.
I think that was JP Reyes, as a matter of fact.
JP Reyes, the Boone High School product. That one slips through on a deflection. Should be an own goal.
Actually, I think Rojas got the last touch on that.
Rojas got a piece. We'll take a look. So there's his goal. Doesn't matter. 2-0. Put a dangerous ball in.
Schmerman with the assist as well. Yeah, that's Rojas. Just a little tap in.
Just the redirect. And Ozzy has goal 17 on the season. And it's 2-0 SeaWolves. .44 to go in the half. And the Tropics need a response. And that one finds its way out of play. And some dissension in the ranks. Shaking heads right now, the body language here for the Tropics. Down 2-0 here on the road. Season series knotted at 2 games apiece. Each team has won and lost on the respective home fields. Mendoza keeps it. Lewis trying to settle it on the artificial surface. And track it back out. Edwin Rojas, and that was telegraphed and taken away. Good work by Mendoza to come back and keep the break from happening, and now he will chase and put the pressure on Silva. Claire has it. Rico finds the open man Marangoni. Good step to by Rojas. Neto. Marangoni trying to get a turn is Alves. Seen that trick before. Yoshi to Neal. Pressure continues to come. Back to House, who will have to carry it out. So the pressure coming from the Tropics as they trail 2-0. Going to get a change. Aristodemo comes on. Boateng on the right side. Aristodemo takes a touch with the left, now to the right. Able to get out of there. Still has the quicks, does Robbie. We'll call for it. We'll reset. 10 minutes to go in the half. Alexi Cortez. Can't miss him with the flowing locks. Now Manfoot. Dumped into the corner. Boateng trying to get a turn. The Ghanaian caught between two defenders. Comes through Neal, who got him. Earned the free kick. He and Neto were tag teaming him.
Just the clipping of him. Not too much into that, but definitely enough contact to earn the free kick. And now Orlando needs to set up the wall and prepare for the pullback here.
Takes a step. Shot save by House, who has
chance of the run out now. Gordy one-on-one.
Gerson right at Silva, who's going to feel that one in the morning.
It's a great job by Silva down, just closing down the angle on Gordy, but the deflection off of Silva almost came right back to Gordy to tap in.
A turn from Ruiz. Manfoot. Oh, draws a foul on Dudu. We'll get the change of personnel. Tropics down 2-0. Cruz into the corner. Good work. Diegas just finds any open ball. Claire got a touch to it and off the wall, collected by House. Going to release it quickly. And we'll chuck it with the right hand over everybody, looking for Huffman.
Good idea.
Rico, long ball. House has to back off. Alvarez got a foot to it. Nice
Great
move
job,
by
Kevin.
Naranjo.
The more Kevin gets to play, the more impressed I am with him. He's got a great touch, and he's still learning the game of indoor. He's still pretty much a rookie. He's played around in different kind of minor league settings, but he's really adjusting and he's really eager to learn.
Played at Georgia State, a team that dominates the Sun Belt in soccer.
There's a chance now.
Hoffman, saved by Silva. We'll back it now. Wait for help. Mendoza checks the surroundings and gets clipped coming back. And Diegas, the guilty party.
Not sure what he was upset about. He definitely clipped Johnny.
Schmerman over the ball. Missed it.
Wasn't the best of efforts. Just another look here. Yeah, I mean, that's a foul. Great job, Schmerman. As good as he has been lately, just offensively, I mean, that's one of the big reasons why he's in the back line and why he's such a key cog to this defensive setting for Orlando, is he's just able to intercept those balls.
It's a good feel for reading the game. That one off the window. Settled by Alvarez, who had that one knuckling to the back corner.
Great chance from Mario. Shame it didn't bounce another way. Dudu was right there for the rebound.
He measured that and hit it with the laces.
Yeah, and Mario's another guy who had a good run of form in terms of scoring just recently. He's had a few games off, but he had a run of form where he scored about 4 goals in 4 games.
6 on the season to go with the 4 assists. Remember now, the 2 best playmakers on this team still out injured, but getting close to returning. And we're talking about Victor France and Thiago Freitas.
Yeah, Thiago actually gave it a try out in Kansas City last week, but wasn't able to go a full game.
Stadimo get out of dodge with it. Sure-footed Canadian back on the ball.
It was funny talking to Robbie before the game. He's doing the Orlando City radio broadcast tomorrow.
Yeah. The broadcast career going strong.
He's doing a lot. He's got broadcasting, coaching, and playing still. All at years old.
Manfoot. Poked away by Rojas. And a foul.
A little bit of boarding going on. Got to feel for Manfoot just for his size. When he gets into those situations, he tends to get those fouls just because he's a shorter guy.
Gives possession to your team. It's a lost art, winning a foul. One touch from Manfoot. Trying to find Boateng at the top. Manfoot on it now. Gets a one-time shot. Hit it off the post. And it'll be SeaWolves ball.
And you see right there, as soon as the ball was in that little pocket, all 5 outfield players for Florida were surrounding the ball and trying to win it back. Meanwhile, Orlando was kind of just staying at the top of the crease. And we talked about it before, just having in the back of your mind, you play again tomorrow, you got to kind of manage your minutes and how much you exert in terms of energy, but you know, you're only up 2. It's not much in MASL.
Now we've learned that time and time again this season. A rollback from Sandoval.
I mean, Orlando was shut out in the first half of the Kansas City Comets game just this past Friday, and yet they came back to win it.
Yeah, great second half.
Second half from Patrick.
That's right. Neal shy of the yellow line. Squares it across. Schmerman.
Great
combination here.
Excellent.
Gerson, can he turn on it? He will collect. And leave it back to Yoshi. Under 5 minutes to go here in the half. Sandoval trying to keep the Tropics in a defensive posture all the way off to Neto.
Someone's got to make that run inside.
On Arriaga. Oh, vital win from Schmerman.
Oh, don't give him that.
Put his head down. In front, Neal over the top. It tickled the net, but on the top of it. Boy, that took forever to come down. It took a deflection, though. So it'll be corner for Orlando.
It's got to feel so just hard done for Lou. It's right on a platter for him. You take another look. Great setup here from Neto. Right at the doorstep.
Yeah, it was
if he gets just inches away, inches higher, that's in.
Quick timeout on the field. It's 2-0 Orlando over the Florida Tropics here on MASL TV. Outside of being on the team, the best way to know what's happening in the MASL is to tune in to Kick This every weekend. Soccer Sam will discuss the ins and outs of all the MASL action. Find Kick This every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern on iHeartRadio. As we take a look at the standings and why this game is so important for the SeaWolves. You see them 2 games under 500. SeaWolves a game under 500. And Kansas City right there. It is a battle for second, and everybody, including Florida, everything would have to be perfect for them, but really it's in play for everybody, Austin.
Right, and you look at the rest of the standings for other divisions in the MASL. A lot of the teams have already been eliminated because the other top 3-4 teams are so far ahead of them. But this is the only division, I believe, that everybody is still in contention to make the playoffs, even the Florida Tropics at 5-13. But as you look at there, you see Orlando's only played 16 games. So they're still in very good position just in terms of making the playoffs.
You do the comparisons with St. Louis and Florida, and the goal differential a lot better for the SeaWolves. But really, you got to get the win tonight, and then Kansas City is another must.
Yeah, and you look at that -12 goal differential for Florida, or for Orlando, shall I say. That Milwaukee game kind of threw it out all out of proportion. 13-2 loss.
Yeah, they got the win in Kansas City, and Had to turn it around in 8 hours and play.
Not
in
easy.
an 8-hour trip.
Yeah, and
against the best team in the league.
We talked to some of these guys downstairs, and that's the hardest trip they've ever made. And some of these guys have played 150, 200 games, and they've never done anything like that before.
7:30 game in Kansas City, and then the next day they played a 2 o'clock game.
I think it was 1 o'clock Central.
1 o'clock Central, so yeah. Nearly got a flick to it.
FIBO almost knocked it into
schedule
SeaWolves' net.
makers have not been kind to Orlando here in their first season. But such is life in the MASL.
The expansion team blues, as you would say.
Expansion team blues.
And they are wearing blue.
Sandoval wins it at the foot of Arico.
Look up. Got a break. Huffman right there. Can he get there?
Just broken up. Claire got back. Franza had a quick shift.
Oh, Gordy's right there again.
Closed down by Madfoot. Into Huffman. Hold it up at the right. As Naranjo streaking into the area. Gerson pushed and draws the foul.
Right at the top of the crease as well.
Felt the pressure. They're looking to quickly restart, but it'll be pulled back by referee Alex DeRostang. 3:43 to go in the half.
It's a setup more for a right-footed player like Gordy to take, but don't count out Richard Schmerman on set pieces.
With his left.
Exactly right.
Wall of two will be Schmerman, who nearly put a hole in the plexiglass. Which we've seen broken glass, I think, earlier this year, right?
Yeah.
We saw it once.
Yeah, I think the pane just kind of fell.
Naranjo couldn't get good purchase on it. Gerson. And Aristodemo will calm things down. And when Rojas, House will have to get out and play with his feet. Naranjo will shield. An outdoor skill there. Lofted for Huffman. Headed right into traffic. Naranjo getting an extended run here. He gets chopped down from behind. Arico got him.
There's the card.
And a blue card and a power play for the next two.
Excellent job by Naranjo there, just getting position. And well, now Orlando's on the power play for the next 2 minutes. Hopefully Kevin's all right down there. See them both just jostling for the ball.
He didn't see that one coming.
Ooh. That's painful.
Never feels good, but he is up.
Chopped down from both sides. Not.
Yeah, Rico going to get the nickname the Lumberjack. So at the base.
We got our camera on him. He's getting his FaceTime in for a second.
Right. So on the power play, closing minutes of this first half, Schmerman. Big shot, knocked in the air by Silva. SeaWolves power play 47%. Tropics penalty kill, one of the best in the league, 68%. Headed into traffic. Alvarez will settle. And then we'll continue the 5-on-4 in the field. Schmerman again, and it's a goal. He'll have the assist, and it's a brace for Ozzy Rojas.
It's 2 assists for Schmerman as well. He could have a hat trick of assists, and Ozzy could have a hat trick of goals by the time we're done with this. It's still only the second quarter, but Ozzy, great positioning from him. Schmerman, you know he's always going to look for goal, but that time it was in perfect position for Ozzy just to tap right in for his second tap into the game. They all count the same. Who cares? Orlando up 3-0.
Power play goal releases the penalty. As we take a look at the deft touch here. Just redirect it.
Completely unmarked right off the knee. Take them where you can get them. Doesn't matter.
So with 2:26 to go, Rojas' second goal makes it 3-0. The penalty kill percentage will drop just a little bit now for Florida. Mendoza takes a little chip in the back and then commits the foul himself. So he'll be put just shy of the yellow line here for the Florida Tropics. 2:12 to go. will be rolled back. Reyes waits for it. Reyes in the local product. He's in that Central Florida Craze Crush system. Played at Boone High School as well. The look from Cortez. Pushed back by Cruz. It was only play back to the keeper Silva with 1:38 to go in the second quarter. Going into the corner, Boateng. Two defenders there. Squirts by once. House gets a foot to it. Danger, danger, danger. And trying to kick it out of the goalkeeper's hand is a no-no. A reminder, we'll have a quick word from the head coach, Tom Traxler, as we reach halftime. $3-0 to the good. SeaWolves have been in the ascendancy from the get-go. Tropics have had their dangerous moments, though. 105, and the SeaWolves will milk the clock. Sandoval invites the pressure. Now House all the way past the yellow. Sandoval on the outside of his foot. Back to Claire. Cortez, 45 seconds left. Quickly coming on, França. In the middle, Chao Ruiz. Aristodemo now for the last 25 seconds. To Fibo. You know, Florida, you just want to get off one quality shot here before that buzzer goes off. Yoshi battling with Ruiz. Down to 7 seconds, and that one will yield a set piece. 5.9 ticks left. The clearance went into the Florida bench. So golden opportunity here for the Tropics. Still looking for their first goal of this one. Top of the arc. The step up, the layoff, and the shot over the top from Pereiras. Had that one spinning, just couldn't get it up and down. So 4 seconds left. Wait for a ball. House rolls it into play. 3-2. Rojas back. And that will do it for the first half, and a good half it was for the Orlando SeaWolves, looking for their 8th win of the year. They're in modest control, we'll say that, against the Florida Tropics. They lead 3-0. Goals from Mendoza and 2 from Osvaldo Rojas. Richard Schmerman has a couple of assists as well. And we throw it downstairs. Austin is with the head coach, Tom Traxler.
What do you make of your performance so far?
It's been a good first half for us. I think we've executed the things that we wanted to do. The energy's been good. We've created scoring opportunities. We've tucked some of those away. I think we could have tucked some others away. So far, a good first half for us.
What do you need to improve on in the second half, if anything?
We need to certainly track our runners a little bit better. I think sometimes we get into man-to-man, but we're not staying tight in man-to-man. So I think we definitely need to do better in that regard.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks. All right, we're going to talk to Richard Schmerman here now. Schmerms, come over here. All right, so 2 assists in the first half, coming off a hat trick just a few days ago. What's clicking so far offensively?
Today we just seem to be on the same page right now. We're paying attention to the little details. As long as we continue to do that, this game's ours.
Anything you need to work on in the second half?
Stay, like I said, pay attention to the details. Little details are going to win this game.
Good luck. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Austin, and let's give.
Thanks, Austin. Take a timeout. Halftime show coming up next. We'll have scores, highlights, take a spin around the MASL as well. That is next here on MASL TV.
The fabric in this bulletproof vest is so strong, it can stop a speeding bullet. And this biaxial braid fabric is so strong, we decided to build a hose out of it. And here it is, the brand new Pocket Hose Brass Bullet. So incredibly strong, it can stop these trucks dead in their tracks. Just turn on the water and watch the brass bullet inflate and expand to a full-size super hose. Then when you're done, turn off the water and it shrinks back down to a lightweight pocket hose. This new brass bullet hose will never tangle or kink. Never! Get the incredible 25-foot Pocket Hose Brass Bullet today for only $19.99. And you'll also get the Turbo Shot Jet Nozzle free. Order now, and you can double your order. Just pay a separate fee. Toss the old hoses away and grab a brass bullet hose today.
Call 1-800-355-7430 to get your brass bullet hose. Call or visit brassbullethose.com. So call 1-800-355-7430. Order now.
Have you been denied credit or hit with high interest rates? A low credit score happens to many of us, especially if you've struggled with medical bills, divorce, student loans, job loss, and more. And millions of people are victims of incorrect items on their credit reports and don't even know it. This leads to a lower credit score. That's why you need credit repair now. We'll communicate with your creditors and the credit bureaus to address unfairly reported items, late payments, collections, charge-offs, and even bankruptcies. And that can lead to a higher credit score. Our proven process has resulted in past clients seeing on average 11 negative items removed from their credit report and a 40-point increase after the first 4 months in our program. Start working on your credit today. Call now to start repairing your credit score so that you can work towards getting the things you want, like a new car, new home, an education, or new job. Plus, call now and request your credit report and credit score for free in minutes.
Call 1-800-776-1642. That's 1-800-776-1642.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready, and health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, call the number on the screen now and speak with a live healthcare consultant. Don't wait. Get the coverage you need now.
And Fury. Sidekicks. And then coming up later this weekend, the big one.
The fabric in this bulletproof vest is so strong, it can stop a speeding bullet. And this biaxial braid fabric is so strong, we decided to build a hose out of it. And here it is, the brand new pocket hose brass bullet. So incredibly strong, it can stop these trucks dead in their tracks. Just turn on the water and watch the brass bullet inflate and expand to a full-size super hose. Then when you're done, turn off the water and it shrinks back down to a lightweight pocket hose. This new brass bullet hose will never tangle or kink. Never! Get the incredible 25-foot pocket hose brass bullet today for only $19.99. And you'll also get the Turbo Shot jet nozzle free. Order now and you can double your order. Just pay a separate fee. Toss the old hoses away and grab a brass bullet hose today.
Call 1-800-355-7430 to get your brass bullet hose. Call or visit brassbullethose.com. So call 1-800-355-7430. Order now.
Have you been denied credit or hit with high interest rates? A low credit score happens to many of us, especially if you've struggled with medical bills, divorce, student loans, job loss, and more. And millions of people are victims of incorrect items on their credit reports and don't even know it. This leads to a lower credit score. That's why you need credit repair now. We'll communicate with your creditors and the credit bureaus to address unfairly reported items, late payments, collections, charge-offs, and even bankruptcies. And that can lead to a higher credit score. Our proven process has resulted in past clients seeing on average 11 negative items removed from their credit report and a 40-point increase after the first 4 months in our program. Start working on your credit today. Call now to start repairing your credit score so that you can work toward getting the things you want, like a new car, new home, an education, or new job. Plus, call now and request your credit report and credit score for free in minutes.
Call 1-800-776-1642. That's 1-800-776-1642.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready. And health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, call the number on the screen now and speak with a live healthcare consultant. Don't wait. Get the coverage you need now.
The fabric in this bulletproof vest is so strong, it can stop a speeding bullet. And this biaxial braid fabric is so strong, we decided to build a hose out of it. And here it is, the brand new pocket hose brass bullet. So incredibly strong, it can stop these trucks dead in their tracks. Just turn on the water and watch the brass bullet inflate and expand to a full-size super hose. Then when you're done, turn off the water and it shrinks back down to a lightweight pocket hose. This new brass bullet hose will never tangle or kink. Never! Get the incredible 25-foot pocket hose brass bullet today for only $19.99. And you'll also get the Turbo Shot jet nozzle free. Order now and you can double your order. Just pay a separate fee. Toss the old hoses away and grab a brass bullet hose today.
Call 1-800-355-7430 to get your brass bullet hose. Call or visit brassbullethose.com. So call 1-800-355-7430. Order now.
Have you been denied credit or hit with high interest rates? A low credit score happens to many of us, especially if you've struggled with medical bills, divorce, student loans, job loss, and more. And millions of people are victims of incorrect items on their credit reports and don't even know it. This leads to a lower credit score. That's why you need Credit Repair now. We'll communicate with your creditors and the credit bureaus to address unfairly reported items, late payments, collections, charge-offs, and even bankruptcies. And that can lead to a higher credit score. Our proven process has resulted in past clients seeing on average 11 negative items removed from their credit report and a 40-point increase after the first 4 months in our program. Start working on your credit today. Call now to start repairing your credit score so that you can work toward getting the things you want, like a new car, new home, an education, or new job. Plus, call now and request your credit report and credit score for free in minutes.
Call 1-800-776-1642. That's 1-800-776-1642.
Now the wing eating challenge here at halftime usually signals the end of halftime, and that young man is chowing down.
It's going pretty fast too.
He doesn't have a challenger. Here at the half, and right now it's the SeaWolves eating it up 3-0 against their rivals, the Florida Tropics. Here's a look at the stats. We mentioned them going into the break. Pretty one-sided as you would expect, but as you know, in the MASL, you don't need to really lead a stat category. You can sneak a couple of goals quick and you're right back in it.
Right, and you look at the Tropics, only 9 shots to the SeaWolves 23. Orlando's playing at their home. They're wanting revenge for the last time they came out, and the Tropics kind of pulled one over on Orlando. But a win here for Orlando would pull them up in the series. It's 2-2 right now with a game in hand, or a game to go, shall I say. A few games in hand on the rest of the league and in the division, and puts them in good position, ready for tomorrow. You can't really look too far forward to tomorrow because you're only up 3. But in the back of your head, it's like, well, the bigger game is tomorrow, arguably. So
you do have to manage the weekend. That's one thing Tom Traxler and his staff were concerned with. Both of these teams, Florida and Orlando, will be playing Kansas City next. The Tropics get a rest. They will play Sunday. There'll be a back-to-back for Kansas City, so they'll be full strength tomorrow night. And Orlando has to give them their full attention. So you want to kind of put this game to bed as quick as you can, get a good lead that you can just play defense and say sayonara and get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, interesting note about Kansas City, though. They're not here yet. They won't fly in until tomorrow, the day of the game.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's not going to make it easy.
Nope.
You have any sort of a delay. Make some long legs.
So the playing field might be a bit more level tomorrow than...
I'm curious. We had the wing eating contest, or they have the rib eating contest in Kansas City. Get a little Gates or Arthur Bryant's. On those road trips.
I have yet to taste Kansas City ribs, and I feel like that's something in my life I need to do.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like I'm missing out.
Been a couple of trips for the SeaWolves. Tom Traxler has been able to partake. It's been very good. Switch sides here, getting set to begin half number 2. Jeff Radcliffe, Austin David. Ready to call this third quarter. It will be the Florida Tropics in orange. Defending the goal to our left. It's game on once more in Kissimmee. What kind of an energy and what kind of talk did they get from Clay Roberts in the halftime? How you get the first 2 or 3 minutes of that half, always so key. Alves, you don't want to do is let him back in it if you're Orlando, and you have to work hard to get the victory, or worse yet, lose. Don't want to expend too much energy, but you're not in a position to sit on a game yet.
Yeah, you don't want to sit back too much and just let them come to you for the rest of the second half.
If you're Baltimore or Milwaukee, okay, 3-goal lead, a little safer.
Especially in Baltimore or Milwaukee.
Or San Diego, yeah. Especially in Baltimore, yeah.
I mean, San Diego still only lost 1 game this season. And that was before they signed Landon Donovan.
Yes, big news this week. We have Jermaine Jones as well joining the league.
Yeah, he'll be with the Ontario Fury for the rest of the season and possibly even more.
And we'll see former MLSer in the house tomorrow night.
Former Orlando City loanee as well. Kevin Ellis, at 27 years old in MASL.
Been lighting it up, had a goal against Orlando in that last trip.
Interesting career path for Kevin, It's started out as a homegrown player for Kansas City and Went through a little bit of loanage, and
there was a right back, and then they moved him to center back.
And he was arguably better at center back, you know, a small-sized center back, but mobile at that.
Alvarez, nick it back.
Oh. You can see Heiner look at that originally. Oh, and that's poor.
Poor clearance. They'll have to scramble to get back, trying to get a turn on it and miss the target. And safely in the hands of Heiner. Opportunity lost for the Tropics there.
Oh, great drop in for Neto. Just couldn't quite get a touch on it.
Settled by Aristodimo. And we'll work it back.
Now you pressure. Now you try and force a turnover, see what Robbie does, and he gets away with it. Well done, Robbie.
Right up the dasher boards. Marangoni. Oh, Enrico with the inside post and back out.
We'll get Huffman in here.
Robbie will come center and check out. Ruiz back to his keeper, Silva.
I think for Huffman, I just want to take a quick second here.
Boy, Manfoot had a beat on that one.
Going back to Huffman, I think with Braithwaite out, it allows Huffman to push forward, not having to mark him the entire game. And, you know, it's allowed him to kind of get his body on some of those long balls over top. Just helped Orlando.
Braithwaite, that 6'2" Jamaican powerhouse.
He's a big physical dude, for sure.
Take a deflection. Schmerman will try to scuff it out of there. Good possession here from the Tropics.
Unfavored right foot on that one. Ooh, saved it almost. Oh,
almost the optimal word.
A little bit of frustration there. Just a little.
Serve down the other end. Good touch by Huffman. Support comes. Form of Johnny Mendoza. Oh, and now on the break, it's 2-on-1 if they can hurry. The numbers come back. Running it on, saved by House. Will track back as it was going towards goal. Good look for Ruiz.
Good dog defensively by Orlando, tracking back. Poor giveaway to begin with, but at least they were able to come back and stop the attack dead in its tracks.
A little press from the Tropics is yielding a result. And Arriaga will win the possession.
You see Rico there, who calmed down a little bit after just getting too frustrated. Manfoot had to come over and kind of calm him down a bit. It's been a frustrating season for the Florida Tropics to this point. You can understand, you know, come into this setting and you haven't scored a goal, and you know it just starts to boil over more and more.
Tropics coming off another heartbreaker. They've been in games. I mean, they have been close and have lost a number of one-goal games late.
And that, if they had pulled off that win, it would have been great for the SeaWolves too, beating St. Louis on that.
Yeah, they've lost 4 of 5. The lone win coming here a couple of weeks ago against Orlando. So that Mota.
That was their first away win this season too, by the way.
He's gonna make no mistake to get that one out of dodge.
And that's straight to the top of the arc too. So another set piece opportunity, and immediately Richard Schmerman comes in.
The howitzer.
Let's see, here we go. Oh, plays it back.
A little indirect.
Yoshi wasn't even ready for it. And you always assume that Schmerman is going to take it. And I don't think anybody, especially Yoshi, was ready for that one.
I'm trying to give them something else to think about. Schmerman's had it clear. Yoshi's the quality on the ball to pull that down. Spun wide. All the way into the corner. Naranjo trying to get on the end of it. Lorico. And Osvaldo Rojas continuing to bang.
Quick little change here. Dudu and Elmo on.
Just inviting the pressure.
Yeah, it's a small-sided lineup here for Orlando. No really big bodies.
And one by the Tropics. Rico will drop it back. Aristodimo. Oh, nice touch off the chest to keep it as the pressure was coming from Gerson.
It's keeping it right back there. Ooh.
It was red.
Robbie coming away with it again. The crafty veteran.
Oh, wide open on the back stick. Comes through, and it's a goal. It is 3-1. And it's Aristodemo.
Actually, no. It's the other ball guy.
Marangoni, excuse me. Marangoni. Aristodemo went on the floor. Well, so it's 3-1, and an opportune finish here.
It was a great first effort from Heiner here to deny. Just popped right back out, and well, Schmerman really couldn't do much with that. Trying to mark 2 players at once, and you can see him. He's frustrated with his teammates, just not only with a turnover, but not coming back to mark the guy at the top of the box.
Enzo's just his 2nd goal of the season.
Is this first against Orlando?
That I don't know. So it's 3-1.
Oh, great touch by Mario.
How are you going to respond? That one right on frame off the foot of Huffman. And it's gotten a bit stretched. Manfoot will let it play off the wall. Back in and cleared by Yoshi.
Got it up.
Huffman will hit it on the line.
What a save.
Oh, he got laces on that one and forced the save from Silva, and he'll be out. And opportunity here for the SeaWolves on the set piece.
That is so much harder of a save than people realize, because not only is the ball coming with speed and velocity, but you have to get your hands back enough to be able to stop it from coming and getting it over the top as well. Excellent save by Hugo Silva. Gotta have strong hands for those kind of saves.
Alvarez. Pressure being put on Manfoot by Manfoot. Released long. It's the board. Rojas is sitting on a hat trick. Cruz on a Gerson.
You see the pressure now coming from Florida.
Yeah, cleared way out of play again. Hit it on the line on its way out. Top of the arc. See what they draw up this time. 7:54 to go in this 3rd quarter. Trying to get that goal back. 3-1 contest. Schmerman will lay it off. Schmerman, the 2nd one, right at Hugo Silva.
Off the crossbar on the redirect.
Now it goes! Gerson, look what I found! And it's 4-1.
That's what you're looking for. Just those clean ups from Gerson. And an acrobatic finish at that from Gordy. Not playing at 100% health, but it doesn't matter.
He'll put 100% health?
Yeah,
what is that?
Especially in MASL. Nobody's 100%. Great job by Gordy, just staying right in front of goal, being there as soon as Silva tips it. Great acrobatic finish from Gordy. You get that 3-goal lead back.
25th goal of the year. Keeps racking up the points in his MASL charts. And a good response from Orlando after conceding the 1st goal. Good time for the mid-quarter timeout. You're watching the Orlando SeaWolves on MASLsoccer.com. Catch the most exciting live arena soccer action and archives of every MASL game each week on MASL TV. The Tropics now down to triple once more, which is so disheartening. You've fought yourself back in it and then give it right back up. But good pressure and a good response from the Orlando SeaWolves.
Yeah, and it was that goal came off the heels off 3 or 4 different chances in succession too. You had the one from Huffman that was tipped over the bar, then off the corner, off the restart. You had the free kick, top of the arc, that Hugo Silva had to save, and then the redirect off the crossbar. Then came back to Rojas to finish off. So that's 3-4 chances in succession that Orlando had, and luckily they were able to put one away, because it would have been very disheartening if they had come away with that.
The
nothing.
Exclamation point on the end of it, off the foot of Gerson. 7:44 to go here in the third. And first of a back-to-back for the SeaWolves. They will host Kansas City tomorrow, and then Tropics will head back to Lakeland and bring the Comets to town on Sunday. St. Patrick's Day, of course, in honor of that, it's St. Patrick's night here at the arena.
Silver Spurs Arena having green beer tonight.
That's
I
right.
have yet to try it. I don't know what will happen if I drink green beer. I've been told it's food coloring, but you know, never know.
Tom Traxler in the spirit with the green shirt. Didn't know he had that in his wardrobe.
Well, you know what they say about St. Patrick's Day. Today isn't St. Patrick's Day,
not.
but if you don't wear green, people have the right to pinch you.
Yes, heard that many times.
I went to an Irish pub once on St. Patrick's Day, did not wear green.
Ooh.
Not again. I've learned my lesson. In fact, just in case, I brought a green Seattle Sounders scarf in my bag in case someone brought it up.
Don't let anybody in Orlando see you wear that.
It's the only green scarf I own, unfortunately. Very rare color.
A new green team joining MLS in a couple of years in Austin. Claire, 7:07. Loses the handle. The joust is on. Neto comes away with it. Running in gunner to the SeaWolves. Neto will let it go, and it swallowed up that time by Hugo Silva.
Just kind of died on the way there.
Oh,
Orlando's
Manfoot
gotta be
on
careful.
a loose ball.
Oh.
And there's an easy goal. Following up, and Arico's got it. And once again, it's a 2-goal cushion.
And Arico went right through the net to go get that one, too.
Lay it down on the spot.
Yeah, it was unfortunate from Orlando. They broke up the initial play, but then I think it was Yoshi who tried to chip it away. Instead, it just laid out perfectly for Arico to tap in. So you see right here, yeah, just not enough of a touch on it, and right there for Arico to close in.
So back-to-back cleanup goals, one aside.
It's been a lot of cleanup goals in this game to this point.
It's Arico's 7th goal of the season to go with his 7 assists. Manfoot helped that out, but it was off of Yoshi. And now in trouble is Naka. Getting it away, Stadimo will track it down. 4-2 contest here between these two rivals. Cruz. Oh, what a ball from Robbie. Able to find Diegas. But that one off the wall. They found a strategy now.
Off the back of Heiner there.
Robbie Arcedimo calling for a sub.
He'll give him a good 2-minute stretch and then be like, okay, I've done my job.
Rico's goal has cut it to 4-2 here in the third. 5:51 to play. A long way from securing a victory.
And again,
Orlando.
now that Florida has found a little bit of scoring form,
Huffman,
confidence is coming back a bit.
Away across. Mota cannot clear it. Gerson there to win it. Getting it all the way across. Naranjo steps over once, waits for the help. On the run, Mota! Saved high in the air by Silva.
It's an excellent save, and now on the break.
End to end. Mota coming back and recognizing the danger house as the freight train was coming.
That was dangerous too. Here's Rojas now.
Back to, trying to chip the keeper. Rojas was tracked down. Got to get back up. And that one rolls past Silva. Oh, the flurry here with 5 minutes to go.
Back and forth we go. End-to-end action, like you said. I think Manfoot just got a touch on that one. It's right back for House now. Just calm things down a little bit. This is one of those situations. This is the situation that calls for a Lewis Neal type player to come in and just calm things down, because everybody's all over the place for both teams. Although Orlando could take advantage of it here.
Held up. Rojas.
Right into the breadbasket.
Couldn't get it turned around.
Silva's just got great positioning, great awareness.
Foul against Florida.
Did you see anything on that?
I don't have the best look.
Yeah. We'll go with the referee's call.
Senior referee Shane Butler had a covered.
We'll go with his call.
4-2 the score. Coming up on 4 minutes to go in the third. Schmerman at halfway.
Oh, that's poor.
Given away. That was Marangoni. I'll take that. Orico. Schmerman will just blast it down to the other end. Neto is there.
It works. Light it off.
That one's off the inside post and back out. Second shot saved away by Silva.
You go Silva, man. He's playing out of his mind.
That one going to be off Florida. The Tropics going to need to catch a breath.
Silva's going to need to sit down after that one. Excellent
They do not
saves.
have a backup goalie, so we'll have to get some wind here.
Let's take another look at this one. Here's the follow. I mean, that's on a platter. That's on a platter for Mario and right at the goalkeeper. Mario probably could have done better with the shot because he left it up high, just right at chest level almost. He was already kind of crouched down, so he was in good position to save it in the first place, but still an excellent save.
Hugo Silva right now concerned if maybe he has a bullseye on the front of his jersey because he is
he's
taking
taking
shots.
a beating for
absorbing
sure. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him off that save that he made on Alvarez.
Stretch it out.
Now it's an opportunity for Orlando.
From the corner.
Yoshi's going to be on it.
Rojas will run on.
Occupy some space.
To Alvarez will get another chance. Cuts it to the right foot. Nice control, but nothing comes of it. House out past the yellow, and we'll just clear it. Off the window.
Oh, here's a chance now.
Schmerman, a little heavy touch. Able to lay it back. Gerson was waiting. Diegas has taken away. And that's a handball.
Now they'll pull that back for a foul. Schmerman was getting manhandled over near the boards. And you see he's just frustrated, especially with the call just getting let go, play on until he was pulled back. But now Orlando's got an opportunity on a set piece. And Schmerman has a little bit of an angle here for the shot. Maybe lay it off for Yoshi at the top of the arc. Some options here.
Alvarez maybe.
At this point, I take the shot and have someone clean it up, yeah.
Rojas trying to get one touch, bounding back in. And collected by Silva. You don't want to rue these chances later on. Manfoot. Yoshi trying to absorb. And now Rojas along the boards against Arriaga's former teammate. Good job keeping it just on those gloves from Silva. Manfoot running at defenders.
Got a Rico and a Aristodemo.
Good stick tackle by Schmerman.
Nobody on the other side for Orlando. They all came back in defense, so now you got to pull it back a little bit.
A couple of guys may need a change here.
And they've gone with that. Huffman in now. Great little dummy run there from Yoshi.
Yoshi held up just a bit.
Ref's letting him play a little bit now.
Lewis Neal back out there.
Now you got to come back here. It's 2-on-3.
Directing traffic. Go to the right foot. Neal has him shadowed.
Good job.
Arriaga. 1:52 to go in the third. Trying to cut this to a single goal deficit. Settling down just a bit here. Going to the left foot is Pereiras. Inside the area, tracked back out. And to get the turn is Orico. Into the corner, House got a paw to it. Still not out of the woods. Cleared up the board. And far enough.
Oh, great job,
Poked.
Lou.
Neal.
Everybody's running forward now. You got numbers back.
Rojas is there. Gonna turn it around. Waiting for it is Ruiz.
Great block
Neal.
by Lou.
Neal will clear it up.
Just clear it downfield. at least get some pressure, get them out in a little bit more space. Got a minute left in this third quarter. Let's try and wind it down a little bit.
2 seconds. And
oh, they're going with a 6th attacker here. Going to try and add one on before the end of the half, or end of the third.
Could backfire, though. Manfoot.
Well, they just let it
sit. Get it away, trying to reach. They're appealing for a penalty. Oh, and they're going to get it.
The back judge is calling it, though, and the other ref is really.
We'll have to get this sorted out. So the 6th attacker proves fruitful.
I mean, the way you would figure it, the ref that's closest enough to the play would be the one to call it, not the one who's sitting at the halfway line. Let's take a look at that and just see where and if it was. There's the original save. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Fans just saw it on the board.
Yeah, and you see Peter just yelling at the refs about that, and he's frustrated.
There is no video assistant referee here in the MASL. Take another look. Aristodemo was the 6th attacker. And
we're going to have a blue card. Yeah, that's going to be on Peter.
So he'll serve it for the next 5. This game getting a little bit interesting here as we chance to cut it to 1 here for the Tropics. Franza is on the ball.
Again, 6th attacker is on. If you get a deflection, just boot it downfield and hope for the best.
Franza lays it off, coming back to Aristodemo. Robbie will track back with the danger coming. Huffman got a touch to it. And Silva comes back on with 18 seconds to go. Huffman to Gerson. Will collect. Neal in front. Neal!
Right on the doorstep for him.
And it goes in! So his effort paid off. Huffman has the goal. Neal did the work. Huffman to clean up on aisle 9.
Again, it's
right before the end of the third.
It's all been cleanups. This entire game has been cleanup on aisle 6, 7, 9, and 87 or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Huffman didn't give up on it. 5-2. A tough angle too, and just got it through.
Yeah, it was lucky that when Neal was making that run, it collided with Silva and was right there for it. Was Huffman making that back post run. And again, tough angle. They're going quick with it now.
And the other end with 2.4. And we'll be back to the SeaWolves.
So again, playing the number 9 at number 9.
Orlando now
paying dividends.
Shooting Florida 25-13. And there goes the horn for the end of the third. Well, the teams trade some goals, 2 apiece in this third quarter. It's a 5-2 score line as we head to the 4th. You are watching SeaWolves Soccer on MASL TV.
Fabric in this bulletproof vest is so strong, it can stop a speeding bullet. And this biaxial braid fabric is so strong, we decided to build a hose out of it. And here it is, the brand new Pocket Hose Brass Bullet. So incredibly strong, it can stop these trucks dead in their tracks. Just turn on the water and watch the brass bullet inflate and expand to a full-size super hose. Then when you're done, turn off the water and it shrinks back down to a lightweight pocket hose. This new brass bullet hose will never tangle or kink. Never. Get the incredible 25-foot Pocket Hose Brass Bullet today for only $19.99. And you'll also get the Turbo Shot Jet Nozzle free. Order now, and you can double your order. Just pay a separate fee. Toss the old hoses away and grab a brass bullet hose today.
Call 1-800-355-7430 to get your brass bullet hose. Call or visit brassbullethose.com. So call 1-800-355-7430. Order now.
Have you been denied credit or hit with high interest rates? A low credit score happens to many of us, especially if you've struggled with medical bills, divorce, student loans, job loss, and more. And millions of people are victims of incorrect items on their credit reports and don't even know it. This leads to a lower credit score. That's why you need credit repair now. We'll communicate with your creditors and the credit bureaus to address unfairly reported items, late payments, collections, charge-offs, and even bankruptcies. And that can lead to a higher credit score. Our proven process has resulted in past clients seeing on average 11 negative items removed from their credit report and a 40-point increase after the first 4 months in our program. Start working on your credit today. Call now to start repairing your credit score so that you can work toward getting the things you want, like a new car, new home, an education, or new job. Plus, call now and request your credit report and credit score for free in minutes.
Call 1-800-776-1642. That's 1-800-776-1642.
15 minutes away now from the conclusion to this one. 5-2 Orlando as they continue to just hold Florida at an arm's length. So glad to have you along. Jeff Radcliffe, Austin David, and our Gemstone Protection crew. We'll switch sides. Every time the Tropics cut it to 2, SeaWolves have been able to respond.
Again, it's all those little chip-ins, back post goals, just any little way you can get them in.
36 shots for the SeaWolves, 25 of those on frame. Tropics had 19 and 13.
So now a situation where it's going to be a lot of pressure coming from the Tropics. You're going to have to absorb a lot of it.
We'll get back into this one. All the way down the other end, headed up clear. Alvarez. Neto is undercut a bit. Cruz had to poke it over the bar.
So they gave the foul.
But not the shot.
No, so you're going to get a free kick from the top, right near the yellow line, instead of a corner.
Nope. Yep. Free kick shy of the yellow line. We'll play it square to Dudu Cruz. Neto.
Great idea. Just Dudu didn't make that run inside. He made it outside.
Marangoni.
Shut this down.
Full head of steam. That one off the boards and right to Heitner House.
It's a great job positioning-wise by House. He knew the ball was going to come off the window and played it accordingly. Just cut down that angle. As soon as the ball was shot in that direction, he was right there for it.
Putting the pressure on, and that yields a turnover.
Ooh, commentator's curse. Talking nice about the guy, and then he...
It happens.
It does happen.
1 minute gone here in this fourth quarter. Let's just take a look at Clay Roberts, the 44-year-old in his third season. He's also the head coach of Southeastern University.
They're right in the same neighborhood.
Yep. Native of Plant City. In the corner, Manfoot.
You might see a little bit of Silva making his way up into the attack more, past that halfway line, now that it's the fourth quarter and he can actually do that.
Silva came out. Arriaga. By Rojas to win it. Crosses the yellow. Into the corner.
It's one touch too many. I think you could have found Dudu on the back post if you had tried one time if you're Osvaldo there. Said he took the touch to try and control it. Which, I mean, you know, not necessarily the worst play you can make, but it kind of killed the attack a little bit there.
Neal collected halfway, instead send it back. Englishman with a touch, and we'll just keep possession going. Manfoot, Orlando inviting the pressure now. Gerson comes away with it. Now it's down the wall. Rojas has two, and we'll get a shot away. Now Neal will collect with a little bit of space to operate. Leave it across the back. That one was deflected out by Arriaga.
You can see Arriaga just kind of shrugging it off like, you know, that was fine. Took one right off the shoulder.
In front. Oh, a back heel attempt on the hat trick, and it just was kept out.
That is such a tough save by Hugo Silva. Unbelievable. Couldn't read that play. I mean, Rojas with the back heel, that's not something you'd expect, but somehow Silva able to read it and make a palm save on it. And it's not like it was just a touch on it. He read that completely.
Naranjo will give it a go. No spillage by Silva. A little pressure now from Orlando. We'll have to get numbers back, collected by Arico. Arico stepping over, has it on the left foot, and couldn't get it down off the peg. Oh, look at this attempt and then save. Oh,
great save.
Beautiful touch. Must have saw that on film, huh?
He did have one of those back heel goals a while back, but not quite the same way.
Schmerm's back out there. We'll send it long for Huffman, who does have a goal in this one. And then chucked long from keeper to keeper. Oh, bit of a giveaway there. House will have to come out and play it.
Don't play it too cute now, Heiner.
Mendoza, now they get it away. Heiner got back quick enough.
In these situations, you got to know that pressure is coming. You can't play it too cute. Sometimes just booting it downfield is the best play.
Huffman on the
somehow
boards.
Getting through that. Again, having a guy like Huffman in that attacking role, he's able to kind of hold off defenders and play a certain way that maybe a guy like Gordy or Elmo Neto can't do.
Given away.
Yeah,
oh, that's going to be a foul against Naranjo and maybe a blue card, and
yep.
it is. So it'll be a power play for the Tropics here at the 11-12 mark. And Reyes is the player down.
You can see Kevin didn't mean to go in. He's just a little late on that.
Good work. As Reyes just pulled it out of harm's way and drew the foul. So power play. First of the night for the Tropics, 48% on the season. SeaWolves penalty kill, 52%. 2 minutes on the clock. So just shy of the 9-minute mark will be the end of this one. So it's a long way to go. 5-on-4 in the field. Manfoot. Going to be killing off too many penalties. Mendoza.
You could see he was trying to get that one in the air and it just kind of dipped. Didn't quite get the footing that he wanted to. Like I said before, Silva's going to come up in the attack now in this fourth quarter and try and add another.
You don't want to turn it over though, because you got an instant shot the other way. That one pawed away by House. Cruz is there, looking to clear, or perhaps more.
No problem. Just couldn't get the angle on that. He was too close to the wall and couldn't get enough space to really swing his leg into that.
About 45 seconds left in the power play. Simon Goni. Franza. Comes out to Pereiras. Claire gonna hold it in. Back on the ball, squares it. Shot on the way off the window. It had a full head of steam on it from Victor Pereiras.
Great effort from Pereiras too.
15 seconds to go in the power play for Orlando to try to kill this off without any damage. And they'll let Naranjo out of the sin bin. We'll play it long. Rojas got a touch to it in front of Claire. A shorthanded opportunity now.
Nothing doing there.
No, she went down too easy. Power play expires. Naranjo, we're back at full strength. Naranjo comes back out. Looks to help take it away. He's on. Advantageous timing. They send it across, headed out of trouble. So SeaWolves kill out the first and only power play against them tonight. Still, how many to worry about the legs after you've expended the energy. Naranjo aborting. Nope, just a foul. Just a foul.
Don't get another blue card as soon as you come out of the box. I think your Tom Traxler, you may want to look to sub him out here. Let him calm down a little bit.
8:40 to go in the game. Orlando 5, Florida 2. Really, at this point in the season, must win for both teams to keep the playoff chances alive. That one in front, Manfoot was right there on the doorstep, but Naranjo got back and got a foot to it. Cruz step it out. Still see Silva. Silva battling. Will have to drop back. He goes down. Manfoot, a tough angle, and sends it out of play. Silva will have to come back.
And now here comes the big change for Orlando, just getting some fresh bodies on that. I may need another replay for, because Florida was asked, they were shouting pretty vehemently for a Richard Schmerman handball at the top of the arc. Went by too quickly, couldn't really see it.
Looking down the list of referee names, I do not see a VAR. We'll see that tomorrow in the MLS game downtown.
And we'll see it this year in the Women's World Cup.
That's right.
Just announced. Big for the game.
Coming up in France.
Just had Orlando Pride Media Day on Thursday. Talked to Ashlyn Harris and Alex Morgan. They're all getting excited for the World Cup.
Yeah, congratulations to Ashlyn Harris on her engagement to Allie Krieger. Made that announcement yesterday. Two longtime friends and U.S. national team players. 5-2 Orlando over Florida. And we're at the mid-quarter or timeout. I'll take this time to tell you once again about MITRE, who along with the MASL share a long-term vision to see arena soccer grow in North America. MITRE's Astro Division ball is the official game ball for MASL League play. The Astro Division ball is designed specifically for play on artificial surfaces, features a more accurate flight than the average ball, and has a 30% reduced bounce to make it play more efficiently in arena soccer. MASL and MITRE partnering up once again in 2018 and 19. There's the schedule for the SeaWolves, again back here tomorrow night on the 16th. And a game that's just as important, if not more, than this one, should they get the win here tonight against Kansas City. In fact, their next two home games will be against the Comets, in between a trip up to the Northeast against the Baltimore Blast and the Harrisburg Heat. And then at Milwaukee, which at this point, why even play? You've already clinched, so maybe that's an easier day at the office in that one.
Yeah, just get some of your players that you don't necessarily play too often on.
Yeah, it's about managing that
I don't
roster.
think anyone will mind if that's the case.
No.
But looking at that Baltimore and Harrisburg game, we talked to a bunch of players on multiple teams about the conditions out in Harrisburg. Very interesting field. It plays differently than any other field in this league.
Yeah, the turf is laid on top of dirt, right? So
it's like playing outdoor.
They say you get your uniform dirty there. Was it 3 yards in a cloud of dust? That is the home of the Harrisburg Heat. That'll be the first ever visit for the SeaWolves. Take on that famed arena soccer franchise. Chucked and somehow got by the scoreboard. Rico will race to the corner.
Battling a Schmerman, now Yoshi coming in, taking it away.
Good work by Sandoval and Arisadimo in a foot race. Trying to find the open goal. Looking for his second goal is Johnny Mendoza.
Just a little bit too heavy on that chip. Too much salsa on it.
That is a very tough skill.
I think I once saw Johnny Mendoza in Orlando City B training chip a keeper from About 30 yards. So I know he can do it.
Yeah, quite the career in the USL. Still may have some things to say about that part of his outdoor career. Sixth attacker is on.
2 USL championships. Orlando and Rochester.
One with Orlando and one with Rochester, yep.
You're going to say it's take a deflection off of Edwin. So we'll get a corner for Florida.
So a big moment in this game with 7:17 to go. Florida have a realistic chance of coming back. Need a goal here in the next couple of minutes for sure. And prime opportunity, Manfoot put it into play, scuffed by Franza. Oh, and a kick from behind right in front of the referee. Down goes Yoshi. And Diegas, the guilty party. If there was intent to injure,
well, we'll
still
find out
doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Oh yeah, here's the replay on that one from our field cam. Ooh, right in the back of the leg. Oh, and here's a chance.
Catch him.
Ooh.
Catch him napping. Silva had just run back on. Boy, you are playing with fire.
At this point, what do you have to lose?
Yep, 7 minutes to go. Orico, the marauding run off the wall. Bodies crash together. And cleared. Silva's
just chilling right. He's chilling right at the box there, so he can go in and out.
Hang out with his mates.
Yeah.
And don't think for a second that the SeaWolves don't know that. He will give it a go.
A close out here.
And off of Sandoval.
See a little bit of tired legs for the SeaWolves now.
Sixth attacker back on. 6:23 to go.
Yeah, there's no need for that from Eduardo there.
Let's get possession back.
It's almost like playing with a man advantage with the blue card or anything. Sitting back in the shell, but as soon as you get the turnover,
if you win the
it's
ball,
wide open.
So key to make sure every pass is inch perfect. Franza here at the point, the yellow line. They just keep playing catch. Now we'll work it into the corner. That one off the wall. Heiner able to absorb it and just have it go off the right fist, and then he collects.
A quick timeout from Heiner, and the sprint off from Silva is
Silva's getting his conditioning in here tonight.
He sure is. So we'll get a timeout here on the floor. 5:45 left to go. Still plenty of time for Florida to make a game of this, but Orlando holding firm defensively, and just got to continue doing what you're doing and take advantage of that wide open goal when they get the sixth attacker on.
Shots evening up just a bit as the Tropics here in this fourth have 9 shots to 3 on that edge. That's shots on target anyway. Overall for the game, SeaWolves have a 10 shot lead, 42-32. Its keepers had to make a couple of decent saves.
Silva's got to have over 10 at this point.
Check the stat board. House has made 3.
Sounds about right. So probably 10 or 11 for Hugo. 9.
9, getting there, close. 9 saves for Hugo Silva, who has been in the line of fire most of the evening. And now he's got to run gassers between the bench and the goal.
Get some good cardio in. You got a day's rest before your next game.
Yeah, Florida. Then we'll host Kansas City Sunday. Then next Saturday they're at Milwaukee. They don't have to worry about the twofers. Then they come home to Kansas City again. Don't have a lot of those back-to-backs on their schedule like you see on the SeaWolves. And they'll close the season out on the 13th of April here in Orlando. That'll be the 6th and final installment of this rivalry. Aristodemo taken away. Rojas gets a shot away to the far post. Mendoza, wide open goal. Mota can't do it. Aristodemo selling out, going out to stop it. Silva again taking a beating.
He has been absolutely unbelievable for this Tropics team. Kept them in it the entire game.
Loose ball, Rico, and bodies are hitting the floor. Oof. Take a quick look
Orlando trying to, gee, what a save.
Just trying to knock him into the goal.
Continuing on now.
Rojas into the corner. Cut it back, waiting in the box is Mendoza.
There's going to be a foul. Great job by Osvaldo.
Your concern here, not just with Florida's chances of coming back in this last 5 minutes, but you're spending a lot of energy here to kill the game off.
Yeah, and you're going to see Florida try and get a bit more aggressive, even more so than they were before, trying to go into a bit more challenges and do a lot more to try and get the ball back. So Orlando's just got to be aware of that. They've got to not play too cute with it. Just play a little bit more direct. You're playing with a 3-goal lead. There's no reason to play too cute with it like they did just there.
Back heel from Gerson was red. Turned over. Gerson was going to be denied. That's a rarity. Sitting in front of goal and couldn't collect. And puts that one around the board.
Flashes in the face of
Huffman
goal.
is there. Good body control back to Edwin Rojas. 4 minutes and change now. And the clock becoming a pretty serious factor for the Tropics in this comeback. Well, knock on wood if you're Tom Traxler. It's been quite the defensive performance tonight.
Gotta keep going.
Manfoot.
Great job.
Cruz takes it away. Neto spins, comes back, draws the
100%
foul.
a foul. The crafty veteran making a crafty move and drawing the foul right at the edge of the yellow line.
Elmo Neto. Start of the season in Harrisburg.
Taking another look. Just watch this little in and out move here. Pulls it back, pushes the ball around.
And draw the contact.
Beautiful.
Here's the run up. Huffman pawed away by Silva. 3:30. These teams starting to look gassed. And back to House. Called for it. 50-50 in the air. We'll let it bounce in front of Rojas. Manfoot on him. Comes away. 50-50 ball upcoming. Claire was there.
Excellent job by Edwin Rojas. Falling down, still managing to get the ball off to Gordy and keeping possession. Killing off a little bit more of the game now.
Cruz. House. Dump it down the other end. Neto with a bicycle.
Boy, that would have been a spectacular way to finish off the game. You think a 4-goal lead would probably seal it.
Silva to the near board. Mendoza will chase it. Alvarez off his chest. And in some open space. Cut to the left side. Get a shot away. We'll give it back.
That's unnecessary there. It was a great job by Mario. A little body feint to get past the defender. Just take it to the corner and try and kill off some more game. There's no reason to try and take that shot. Don't give it back to them. Now they get the chance to put the 6th attacker on.
Yeah. Stops the clock as well. 2:30 to go. Orlando 5, Florida 2. 5th of 6 installments of this I-4 rivalry. And the 6th attacker being put to work and put to the test. Arriaga on it. He's looking for a cheap one to ice it. And stolen away, Marangoni. Good work to get it back.
Good.
Yoshi.
Played around.
House.
Don't be too cute with it, though. It was a great touch by Heiner, and you can only say it's a great touch now because he got past the defender, but sure looked close.
Turn Alvarez to Mendoza. This is better.
That's a good play from Johnny, playing it back.
Under 2 minutes to go.
Finding those little pockets of space now.
If you have an open opportunity, take it. Along the boards.
Now they're going to be pressing in the midfield. Now you got to come back for it. Got to shut down the pass here. Great job by Johnny. Johnny has been all over the place tonight. A really undersung hero for this Orlando defense. Has the goal offensively, but defensively he has just been everywhere.
Arriaga got a handful. Neto.
Seal it.
Is down, could not finish it.
Of course.
Silva has just been denying things. We'll have another opportunity here. That one off his chest. He's going to need an ice bath tonight. That one.
Oh, too cute.
Chest. You saw Mendoza send it across.
Too cute.
Neto
Too cute.
is begging for a goal with 1:08 to go.
Did you see as he's just standing there like, what have I just done? I had it.
What this is doing, though, is keeping them from bringing on the sixth attacker.
It is. It's continuous pressure.
Coming up on the 1 minute mark. 3-goal lead for Orlando. Neto. Settled along the board. Waiting for them to collapse on him. Back to Schmerman. 52 seconds. Long release. And the field goal is good. See out the victory. A message from Tom Traxler. .45 seconds. Tropics need a miracle now. Neal. Sending it into Neto. Leaving it back post, and that's the exclamation point. Gerson with his brace and a final goodbye for the SeaWolves against their rivals, the Tropics. 6-2.
Finally just went a bit, didn't do too much with the ball, just enough. Gordy with the back post run, fairly simple. Calm, cool, collected from Neto, picked his head up and knew that Gerson was making that run. And it's an easy finish to seal this game away. Great win for the SeaWolves. Very patient, very solid defensively, and most importantly, a very good win for the goal differential.
True. Come in, I believe, at -12. So as of right now, they'll get under the 10. It would be -8 should the scoreline stand in the next 32. And Gerson now on 26 goals for the season. 25 ticks left. Cruz with the pressure. Lifting it long. Manfoot scores it. Too little, too late, but it cuts the lead to 6-3 on a one-time shot from Antonio Manfoot, who has his 12th goal of the year. And oh, by the way, goal at this point with 13 seconds left.
A little bit unlucky for Orlando, but great finish from Manfoot. 13 seconds left. I don't think you can score 3 goals in 13 seconds. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
9 seconds. 4 seconds. And that is gonna do it. Final buzzer, and this one goes to the Wolves. SeaWolves take it 6-3 over Florida here on a Friday night.
Yeah, like I said before, excellent job by the SeaWolves, holding well defensively. Let that, oh, by the way, goal up at the end, but only 2 goals for the majority of the game. Just was very patient, didn't exert themselves too much until the last little bit of time when Florida was pushing for that equalizing opportunity. Just a great job overall from Orlando, and you know, hopefully that sets them up for success tomorrow when they have the Kansas City Comets come into town.
That's right. I hope you can join us here tomorrow night. Tropics will fall to 5-14. SeaWolves improve to 8-9. A chance to go to 500 tomorrow against Kansas City. So SeaWolves get 2 goals from Gordy Gerson, 2 from Osvaldo Rojas, 1 from Mendoza, 1 from Huffman. Florida gets 1 from Manfoot to close it out. Arico and Marangoni.
See all friendly handshakes here now from both sides. Good to see from both sides as well.
The season series goes now 3-2 in favor of Orlando. Again, the season finale will be between these 2 teams right on this field. So, well-played game. And we thank you for joining us here on MASL TV. For Austin David, our producer Indy Rosen, our director Bob Herman, my name's Jeff Radcliffe. Thanks so very much for joining us. The SeaWolves get their 8th win of the season. 6-3 decision over their rivals, the Florida Tropics. Have a good night.
legendary MCO SeaWolves manager Tom Traxler today as he brilliantly stifled the Tropics in a 6-3 win. Gotta love those little posts like that. All right, it's only 9:30 too.
Your